State has gone on a streak. What stands out to you in terms of their performance in these recent games?
I think they're playing with great energy. I think defensively, you look at them against Iowa State in particular. I thought they just locked them down with their quickness and obviously, they're playing at a high level offensively, and everybody's playing well. But I would say Hawkins and obviously McDaniel probably key in that. So they look fast to me. I thought they were really fast when we played them the first time, but McDaniel's a hard guy to keep in front, and he's getting anywhere he wants to go right now.
I think after the game tonight, you SVP kind of referenced into the next 6 games after this. It's never favorable, but it's not Houston or Iowa State. It's in terms of one game, how important is Saturday?
Well, I think it's important. I don't look at the league like that. I usually look at the season in 1 week stretches. These are the 2 games we played this week, because I look at it for 2, because who you play the first or the second game could impact how you prepare, based on a short turnaround, if that's the case. So I think it's a big game. I think it's a big game. We've done ourselves absolutely no favors in the league race. So I'm not going to make it where it's a, win or bust type game from a league standpoint, but because a lot of things would have to fall perfect in order to even have a chance to get back into that. But I do think it's a big game. It's a big game for them too. They've won 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken, and playing their best ball of the season. And we've actually you take away a half, which obviously is a big deal. We played our best ball here since we played them as well. Even against Houston, we played well. We just didn't close. But it'll be a big game. I'm sure the place will be turned up.
How is Rakis doing at this point?
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He practiced yesterday. So I anticipate him being available to us, if we go that direction. But from a health standpoint, he's fine.
And then in terms of the break between Monday and Saturday, especially when there were no bye weeks in the Big 12 this year, how valuable is that, and how have you made use of the additional time? Well,
we practiced yesterday minus 5 guys. We didn't have 5 guys practice yesterday, and then we had 5 guys. Everybody else practiced. So everybody was there, but we didn't make 5 of them get out there and go through the same hour-long practice as everybody else, because we're those guys are logging a lot of minutes, and Shaq's foot is still tender. So I think a little bit of time will probably benefit us, and we obviously don't have it again until I think we go to Colorado. Is that right? And then Houston to finish up. So this would be the first time we've had this opportunity this year.
Bill, you're talking about the Big 12 title race with you guys, but in terms of how the standings shake out now, has anything surprised you, or are the teams in contention the teams you thought would be in contention at this point?
I don't think there's really been a lot of shock other than Texas Tech. To me, Texas Tech was picked. I don't know where they were preseason. You probably know better than me. 6th, 7th, whatever it was, and now that they played at a level that they're just 1 game out of it right now, and have some really quality wins. So, and away from home too. So I would say Texas Tech, as much as anybody, has been the most pleasant surprise. Then I think everybody else is kind of held true to form, at least from my perspective.
What did the tape show on AJ's performance first half versus second?
I thought that he played a little bit more the first half, but first half, if he doesn't lose the ball out of his hands, that's 10 big points he gave us. Second half didn't get as many opportunities, but I don't look at it that way. I think that guys got to take advantage of opportunities when they come their way, and he had more opportunities in the first half. But I thought AJ and Ryland both played well. They both really tried to guard.
Did he have a good practice yesterday?
Yeah, he was fine. I don't. Is this the AJ Store life story here? I don't know what he had for dinner last night, but I thought he had a good practice yesterday, without question.
Was the play where DeJuan slid and stole in the lob the play of the year for you guys?
Probably. But what you guys saw is how many people contributed on that play in a span of 4 seconds, all 5. A.J. ran so hard down back, which forced Gilbert to have the ball in his inside hand. Hunt tipped it hustling back because he was on the inside. One makes the play diving. Hunt obviously gets it, throws it to Diggy, and Diggy makes a perfect pass. And if you look at where KJ was whenever Diggy caught the pass, he was at half court. So I mean that was a big time play. That was probably as good of a play that we've had this year where everybody played a role in it.
And how can you slow K-State's three-point attack? They've been pretty hot.
Yeah, they well, you know what, they have been. I'm not going to take that away, but they're not shooting a ridiculous number of them. I mean, what are they averaging in their win streak? About 22 attempts a game and making whatever they're making, but they're shooting a better percentage. You know, against us, they started out 0 for 11, I think. So, yeah, we can't bank on them missing 11 shots.
With Flory over the last 2 games, has he been giving you what you want when he's on the floor?
Yeah, I think Flory's done fine. You know, I think he's got to, hands got to get a little stronger, got to rebound better. But I think Flory's done pretty well. I think, obviously it helps to have 3 big guys that you can put out there as opposed to just 2.
And with this matchup against the 2 bigs that K-State has, how much better it will be for Flory that he had the experience against them and also having KJ back in that rotation as well?
I think both of them will be beneficial to us. At least I hope so. KJ's a guy that, from a perimeter standpoint, whether you're guarding a big on a perimeter or a guard on the perimeter, he's been pretty good at that, for last several years.
Just you didn't have KJ the first time. Just having him back, preparation-wise, and just knowing he's around, how much better does you guys feel about that? I think Coleman had 10 assists last game, and
yeah, no, he's a good player. So there's nothing that says that he can't get 20 and 10. But I think our ability to guard him one-on-one has been improved with KJ out there.
How tough is Bramlage?
You mean the exterior wall, or what?
For
Is
you
it
guys,
like Fort Knox? I don't.
compared to other road games?
I think it's one of the hardest places we play, without question. I mean, because it's a rivalry. If you were to ask them the toughest road places, I'm sure they would say Allen Fieldhouse, and we should say the same thing about their building because it's obviously, when it's good, it's really good.
Would you
And it
mind
will be good.
giving us a thorough analysis of the Super Bowl
Thorough.
coming up? You've been good at predicting and all that.
Well, I hadn't really given it a lot of thought thoroughly. But I think if both long snappers are healthy, I think that could be a big key in the kicking game. And I actually think it's going to be a great game. I think the Chiefs will prevail because they always do. But I think it'll be a great game. And I think the game will probably be put in Hurts's hands to win it as opposed to letting Saquon have a big role to win it. So that's what I would think. And so now I know a lot about defensive football, but that's what I would think. But I think the Chiefs will win. I don't know if it'll be a high scoring game though. Hadn't really thought about it. I'll say 24-21. Chiefs. What'd you say? You said 24-21 yourself?
no, I'm just.
If you did, I was going to change it.
Anything else?
I forgot to ask you. You've three-peated 5 times in the league. They're trying to three-peat. How tough is that, and what do you think about that?
Well, I don't even compare that because if you want to make comparisons, you should make how many times have they won their division in a row, because that's more of a realistic comparison, I think. And they've won it, 10 years in a row or whatever it's been, 9 years in a row or whatnot. So I don't even see a comparison, Gary. I think if you were to win a national championship twice in a row and go for the three-peat, I think then you could talk about that. But I don't even see that as apples and apples.
Thanks,